Why college athletes should get paid. Have you ever worked so hard for something and spent so much time and energy on it just to not get paid? Well, that's how many college athletes feel. That's why I think college athletes should get paid. College athletes are a big part of college. They also create entertainment for many fans across America. I was a student athlete in middle and high school, so I know what it's like to be an athlete. However, college athletes have it so much worse. College athletes should get paid because it's a full-time commitment, they have a high risk of injury, and athletes bring in money. Why do athletes not get paid already? Well, this is because of the National Collegiate Athletic Association. Established in 1906, the NCAA was first formed to protect student athletes from exploitative practices that were widespread at the time. Best Colleges 2020, paragraph 3. First, we'll talk about the full-time commitment that athletes make, then we'll move to the high risk of injury, and lastly, we'll discuss how athletes bring in money. First, let's talk about college athletes' full-time commitment and why this proves they should get paid. Being an athlete is already extremely hard, but being in school adds so much more pressure. According to College Raptor, studying and practice take up so much time that college athletes can't possibly get a job as well. There is no way college students can make it without a job. Campus Insider states that college athletes spend well over 40 hours per week in preparation to play every season. Bradshaw, 2024, paragraph 9. That's the same as a full-time job, yet they do not get paid for their time. Imagine that you are going to class in the morning, and after class, you have practice. College sports practice takes up the whole afternoon. And then when it's finally over, you have to go home and study for your extremely hard college classes. And then you repeat that process 5 times a week. That's highly stressful and can impact the mental health of these athletes. Now that we've looked at the full-time commitment, let's talk about the high risk of injury in college athletes. College athletes have a high chance of injury, and therefore they should receive some money for their health care. Sports are extremely dangerous, so college athletes need good health insurance to help cover their trips to the doctor. I think if the schools aren't going to pay their athletes, they should at least provide health care or insurance for them. College athletes are often assumed to be some of the healthiest members of society, yet participation in years of competitive sports can expose them to overuse or overtraining injuries. NCAA 2024, paragraph 1. Sports have a high risk of injury due to the physical demands. Athletes tend to have a higher chance of concussions, torn ligaments, and ankle and knee injuries, and many more. College athletes have to put up with a lot, and that may cause a decrease in their mental health. Therefore, many athletes need therapy, and if sports and stress are the reason, they should receive compensation. Now that we've seen how the high risk of injury is a problem, let's move on to how college athletes bring in money for their schools. For people to be able to watch a college game, they have to pay an entry fee, aka buy a ticket. That right there already brings in so much money. Athletes also earn colleges' money through the media, merchandise, and donations. Many colleges sell branded merchandise such as jackets, shirts, hats, etc., based around these college athletes. This is using the athlete's name for money, so it's only fair for the athletes to see some of that money. Plenty of college athletes start donations for their school sports. This is another way that athletes participate in helping the schools earn money. There are many other ways that athletes contribute to making colleges money. However, it isn't enough to get them paid. I know that college athletes, since we've discussed why college athletes should get paid, let's discuss athletic scholarships. I know that college athletes receive money for their name, image, and likeliness, as well as for any scholarships that they may have gotten. But is that enough to get them by? While student athletes can now earn money for their name, image, and likeliness, NIL, through endorsement deals, the NCAA and its member schools can still export college athletes to earn billions of dollars. Murray, 2022, page 787. Compared to how much money these athletes earn for their schools, they should see some portion of the money earned. The NCAA exploits these athletes because they aren't compensated for their work, and only recently were athletes even allowed to get paid for their name, image, and likeliness. But before that, they received no money whatsoever. Many college athletes receive scholarships to go to college. However, scholarships only pay for a portion, only pay for college and college necessities. And that's with a good scholarship. However, college students have much more to pay for, such as food, transportation, clothing, toiletries, etc. Publicity is another concern for athletes because college athletes may receive money through their fans, but they don't receive enough to get by. Since we've discussed the scholarship issue, let's review. As we've discussed, there are many reasons why college athletes should get paid. It's because of their hard work, bravery, and commitment. What we can do as a society to help? What can we do as a society to help? Well, there's always something we as citizens can do to help push for college athletes to get paid. We can protest, we can support and cheer on our teams. It is highly questionable whether the NCAA and its member colleges can justify not paying student athletes a fair share of the revenue on the circular theory that the defining characteristics of college sports is that the colleges do not pay student athletes. Haley, 2023, page 1452. That quote, therefore they may soon start to pay their student athletes because the NCAA is feeling the pressure of the media. Thank you.